Yerrr.
Yo,
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the inaugural season debut of the Yerrr Sports Show fantasy football draft.
I didn't even get a chance to fix my team.
Oh,
My
yeah,
pro-
me neither. Me neither. So during this time, we'll probably be going through most of it. But while everybody is watching, thank you everybody who is watching. Shout out to you guys. This is the first time for us doing a fantasy sports league in terms of this particular podcast. When the basketball season starts, we will be doing the basketball one as well. So yeah, how you doing today?
good, good. Busy, busy, busy. Been up and running since early this morning.
Hmm.
So I'm happy to be here.
Good. Yeah, it's been a bit of a busy day here trying to get this together, but we got it together.
Shout outs to
So
you because you got this together really quickly.
yeah, I tried. This was this was a lot,
Yeah, I know. I know.
but yeah, it's gonna get done. So let's start with the NFL season as a whole. Like, what do you expect to come out of this? We spoke about this on the show on Monday, but for the most part, do you see this season really going past like 8 weeks, more or less, like the
I
actual
do.
NFL season?
I do. I feel like they're going to have to adapt to any changes that might come through from the COVID-19 pandemic.
Hmm.
I feel as if
Got a fire
we're going
put out
to.
back. We can like roast. Can you guys hear me? Whoa,
What
live.
the hell?
Way too
Hold
close
on.
to the camera. I think there's something wrong with my audio. Let me try again.
I don't know, my fucking computer, man. But I think that we're going to have maybe the first 5 or 6 games, then maybe a pause, and then
Hmm.
up kind of a
Right.
bubble structure. They're gonna have no choice.
Okay.
Your computer froze.
Yeah. I kind of. Oh, mine's froze.
Yeah.
Is mine frozen still?
No, not anymore.
Still?
No, not
Okay.
anymore.
um. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. Like, they have to see how it's gonna work first, and then just go with it from there because it's different than the than the NBA. It's different than Major League Baseball. We see Major League Baseball still having troubles where they have to postpone or cancel whole series because of the coronavirus outbreak and everything like that. So, um, but let's get right into this. So you are a fantasy champion. You're a fantasy football champion last year,
16.
right?
Mm-hmm.
16-0. She completed the magical run that the Patriots couldn't do back in back in the day.
I
But she
know. So
finished it
the
off.
Giants are spoiled.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you. I'm ready.
Right.
I
There's
mean,
definitely no Giants to spoil it.
right? I feel like
Yeah.
the biggest piece to my team was the fact that I had some really good running backs that ran some great yardage. And I feel like,
Hmm.
anytime you have, I'm not going to say his name because I hope that somebody else doesn't get him and I can get him again. But
Right.
he won it basically for me.
Got you. Well, I do know the corner, the back, but I'm not going to say it. But let's look at the list real quick of the potential. Since we only have 12 teams in this league, shout out to all 12 teams, us to another 10. This is the top 12. We're assuming that's going to go out in the first round, and if you take a look at it, okay, do it again. Come on. If you take a look at it, um, we got Mac up top, Saquon number 2, Ezekiel Elliott 3, Dalvin Cook at 4, Kamara at 5, and his spot is pretty iffy because of his contract and stuff with New Orleans. So we want to see what he's going to do. Michael Thomas at 6, Derrick Henry at 7, Clyde Edwards at 8, Miles Sanders at 9, Drake, Kenyon Drake at 10, Josh Jacobs at 11, and Nick Chubb at 12. So these are the potential top 12 picks. Out of those, who do you see falling from this spot or going a little bit lower than that 12?
I see. Well, Ezekiel Elliott was a beast last year, and he was one of the reasons why I ran into some trouble with certain teams. I see Saquon was number 1 last year.
Yes,
and
he was.
I feel like Derrick Henry. I gotta see that list again.
From the Derrick Henry of the Titans, yes, he was number 7.
He went crazy in the playoffs last year and gave them a much needed boost. But if I had to say anybody that's going to drop, it'll probably be Kamara. Because I believe Kamara was number 2 last year.
Yes, he was number 2 behind who was it? I try to remember.
It was Saquon 1.
Behind Saquon, yes.
Yeah, Saquon was 1. Kamara was 2. McCaffrey was 3.
Yeah.
And a person
and honestly, I didn't really. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Your computer
keeps missing some
freezing.
stuff. It's freezing? Oh, hold on.
Yeah,
I know why.
Your screen looks a little fuzzy.
You there? I'm better now. I'm clearer. Wonderful.
Yes, much
so
clearer.
For whatever reason, I didn't have my Wi-Fi on, but yeah, you were saying.
Shit, I was confused.
So that
I'm surprised. All right, I think that Saquon is going to be a little disappointing.
Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting take. That's definitely a hot take.
Yeah, he was number 1 last year, right? And I think his points were 192.
Yes.
Right? Now, they have him projected as maybe like a 250. I don't see that 250.
Barring injury, I can say solid like 220. I don't see him going to 250.
No. Because last year, McCaffrey got about 355 points altogether and was only projected at 275. I find that Saquon, I wonder about his projections under Daniel Jones. You get what I'm saying? Because it was kind of shaky last year between Eli, Daniel, and then he was injured for a time.
Right. I do remember that.
But I also see Michael Thomas being kind of a disappointment.
Oh.
And, yeah.
Really? That's a surprising one. Why so?
I just feel like, I don't know, like he didn't really impress me as much last year as I thought he was going to. And I just feel like for him to be a ranked top 10, you know what I'm saying, as a running back, there are other running backs I feel like that's going to kind of make those points up.
No, Thomas is the receiver.
Oh, Robert, I don't know what came up on Yeah, all right.
Yeah, because he's ranked like basically one of the top 5 receivers. And we actually can go into that list. He's actually number 1 on this list now. Michael Thomas is number 1. Devontae Adams 2. Julio is 3. Tyreek is 4. Dre is 5. Goodwin is 6. Mike is 7, and his stock may drop because he's nursing a hamstring injury and might not play on Sunday. Um, Galladay is 8. Moore is 9. Um, Thielen is 10. Allen Richardson, Robinson is 11, and Amari Cooper is 12. I think Amari Cooper is going to go a little bit higher, and I think Mike
Me
Evans
too.
will drop.
Me too. I was about to say that Amari should be a little higher.
Yeah, I think I think Evans is probably going to drop due to how much weapons they have on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers between the three-headed monster at running back, uh, all their receivers that they have, and their two tight ends, especially with Brady being already comfortable with Gronk. I mean, how do you really tell Brady not to throw to one of the best tight ends ever?
Can't tell him that.
Right,
Especially somebody who he's won championships alongside.
right. Somebody who knows how to win with whatever he has and knows how Brady plays and Brady knows where to get him the ball. So,
And let me tell you something.
mhm.
A sleeper pick for me last year was Jameis Winston, believe it or not.
Really,
Yeah. He got me a hell of a lot of points.
mm.
I had him as my quarterback, and I forgot who else I had as a quarterback too. But I had him as one, and I think I had. I'm not gonna spoil it because I hope I can
Yeah.
think of it again. But I had Jameis Winston, and he picked up almost 200 points.
How was that having Jameis Winston on your team going 30 for 30?
I mean, I was so lucky that the games that I sat him down and put in my other quarterback that he
Yeah,
he wasn't productive those weeks, but the weeks that he was productive were insane.
I
And
can. Yeah, I can imagine. Like I can imagine because even with his 30 for 30 season, he threw over 5,000 yards still.
yeah,
Like,
insane,
right. So
insane, insane.
so how do you still throw over 5,000, but you still throw 30 interceptions, which is crazy. But at the same time, you can't, like I said, how are you going to judge that? In fantasy land, it's still 5,000 yards regardless. 5,000 yards in the season.
Right.
So, but as we're talking about quarterbacks, um, where's that list? Right here. The top 12 quarterbacks. We have the reigning MVP Lamar Jackson at number 1. The Super Bowl champion, Patrick Mahomes, number 2. Deshaun Watson at number 3, who just lost his number 1 receiver, and D Hop. Kyler Murray, who's looking to make a splash with, he doesn't have Larry Fitzgerald this year, who just retired.
Um,
Um,
Gray, I have
yes,
to take this. This is a very important call.
no problem. I'll continue on.
All right.
So with with Dak Prescott having the super team almost still, Russell Wilson at 6, still being Russell Wilson. Matt Ryan is still people still looking at him crazy because of his Super Bowl, and I get it. I'm still looking at him crazy. Um, TB12 in Tampa Bay with all of those weapons, he may be like it's rare to say that Tom Brady is definitely like is going to be like underrated or undervalued. Carson Wentz at number 9, who's real shaky. We got to see what they do after giving up Nick Foles to Philadelphia and see how they get it together. Josh Allen in Buffalo, his stock may rise a little bit. Drew Brees is at number 11, one of the most prolific quarterbacks of all time, and Matthew Stafford at number 12 of the Detroit Lions. So with all of that, and everything, all the quarterbacks there, it just seems like a lot of people are going to be. I won't be surprised if somebody drafts one of these quarterbacks in like the second round. I would be surprised, but I won't really be surprised. You feel me? So if I go to the wide receiver list right here, I already went to that one. My bad. Um, nope. Okay, the running backs we have McCaff. We got Mac at one, Saquon at two, Ezekiel at three, Dalvin Cook at four, Alvin Kamara at five, Derrick Henry at six, Clyde Edwards at seven, Miles Sanders at eight, Kenyon Drake at nine, Josh Jacobs at 10, Nick Chubb at 11, and Austin Eckler at 12. I honestly see with Nick Chubb has been getting a lot of noise made about him, and with the noise that's been made about Nick Chubb, I can see him going potentially higher than 11 in terms of running backs. And by the end of the season, I can see him being number 4 or 5 in the running back race. So,
Right. Getting back to quarterbacks, that's where we were
mhm.
before this one, right?
Yes.
Dak Prescott should have been a little bit higher
Really? We
because
have
he's really
Dak.
good.
We have Dak at 5. Yes.
Yeah. And I feel that Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, you could be interchangeable because I think what
Mhm.
Mahomes is 3, right? Out of that,
Mahomes is 2.
okay. And then it was Lamar Jackson's number 1, rightfully so. Even
Yes.
though I feel that Mahomes is a little scarier because they come from behind a lot, and it takes a lot of like fortitude to be able to do so. But
Hmm.
I feel that I can go either. If you get either one, you're not losing.
Right. I agree.
And
I agree.
Deshaun Watson, I feel like he's up there too, but he was a little spotty for me as well.
Well, I think he's gonna drop because
Me
of D
too.
Hop, because D Hop going being traded,
I
and I
think so
think
too.
yeah, because DeAndre Hopkins went to the Cardinals, I believe, right? Something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah. So now Kyler Murray's stock may rise a little bit higher because of D Hop and the other
um,
pieces. Yeah, they may swap places.
they may.
They, they definitely. Yeah. It's a
And
lot.
Brady was never really a big fantasy point person either. Let's be,
Yeah.
for all
I.
the people who are trying to rush for Brady, you know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Keep in mind that he's not a big point getter.
Right. He's not throwing bombs down the field all the
No,
time. And it's rare, it's really rare that you see him throw bombs anyway.
nope.
But he has a lot of deep threats on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but I'm sure his short game is gonna be what he sticks with for
Yeah,
the most part.
plays a bigger short game than a long game. That's why Gronk is going to be really, really imperative for him.
Yeah, I agree. And speaking of Gronk, our tight end list. We have the Super Bowl winning tight end, Travis Kelsey, George Kittle of San Francisco, Mark Andrews of Baltimore, Zach Ertz of Philly, Darren Walker of Las Vegas, Evan Ingram, who I believe is probably going to make a little bit higher jump this year.
Yeah,
He's
because he was
progressing pretty
injured.
well.
He was
Right.
injured last season, and he was on
Hmm.
my team, and he was very solid,
Hmm.
very very solid.
With yes, Ingram will probably be higher. He might I think he might move a slot higher. Um, Tyler Higbee isn't bad either. Hunter Henry um isn't bad either. Jared Cook is pretty good. Noah Fant in Denver, we have to see what he's gonna do. Gronk at number 11, I believe, is only because he retired and he has some time
Yeah,
off. Because realistically, Gronk would be at number 3, 4, or 5.
yeah. I feel to be honest with you. Let me tell you something. And I'm a
Hmm.
big fan of Kelsey, but
Yes,
Kittle was better.
Kittle's looked better last season than Kelsey.
Kittle looked
Kelsey
better.
Kelsey was a bigger and bigger moments for them.
Right, but
for
his
them.
quarterback
So
set him up for those moments. But
right.
I'm talking about just the look, the feel, the dominance during
Hmm.
the regular season. The 49ers looked almost untouchable. We tend to forget about that as
Yes.
well. A lot of us would say, well, Garoppolo, he was shoddy and this and the third, so we didn't know. And he was exploited in the second half of the Super Bowl. But it took him until
Right.
the second half of the Super Bowl to really get exploited. You know what I'm saying? But George
Yeah.
Kittle was a beast last year. And
Yeah.
I feel like even though Kelsey, I would have put Kelsey just a little bit below. I would have put him at
Right.
number two. And you're right, Gronk is definitely number three.
Yeah. So I don't have the photo of the draft list, but I sent it to you and everybody else has seen it in the draft. So shout out to everybody. Um, the Bandits are take the first pick. Team Marcus will take the second pick. The Seminoles will take the third pick. New York J will take the fourth pick. The Killers will take the fifth pick. My team, the Brooklyn Smoke Show, will take the sixth pick.
I feel like you
Your
snaked
team,
me, bro.
huh?
You snaked me, bro.
I really didn't. ESPN snaked you, honestly. I didn't pick that. So you at number 7, who think I snaked you. Why would I snake you? If anything, I'd put you up top. Like, what I look like? If I was really snaking, I'd have put us both at 1 and 12. Like,
True.
but your team at number 7, Team Profit at number 8, Team Lloyd at number 9, the Brown Order at number 10, Team Tullock at number 11, and Bronx 2920 at number 12. This is a snake draft, ladies and gentlemen. So the one will go first in the first round, and it will go last in the second. And it will keep going back and forth until we finish the draft. Um, I believe this is 13 weeks. That includes the playoffs. Um, it's a head-to-head league. There's gonna be a lot of shit talking. Tavia is already engaged in some, but she's won one, so she can back it up. And as we said prior, before we start this draft in another 3 minutes, um, the winner of this draft will have a spot on the show and will get a shirt from us. But as Tavia said, if Tavia of me or Tavia win, we try and figure out what we're gonna get. So we'll we'll figure it out. We'll figure that out. But um besides that, what exactly is your strategy when you go into some leagues? Not anything without giving yourself away. Without giving yourself away.
My Some of my strategy is just looking on a week to week basis. I just
Hmm.
kind of look at the matchups.
Yeah.
I'm saying who I know is going to kind of go off that week, and
Right.
I kind of make substitutions based on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's really a game of chance. Like,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Like, it was no
I
real science.
Yeah, I agree with you on that for sure. It's definitely a game of chance. I know last year when I was in the league, and I had a lot of good seasons with my quarterback. I had a lot of good weeks with my quarterback, but towards the end of the coming weeks into the playoffs, he started fumbling the bag for me, and when he lost the game on a field goal that could have potentially won me the game because the other team had the field goal kicker, kind of killed me because he threw an interception late.
Yo, but how about the one week that all my good players was on a bye week? I almost died, yo.
Yo, right? Like, imagine,
I was like, yo, almost all my good players were on a bye.
that has happened to me before. Like, all the good players are on a bye, and it's just like, oh man, it's just so tough. Oh man, and the draft is going to start in 13 seconds, and again, um, Let's see who picks what first. The
Do we?
Not the Louisville Sentinels.
Welcome to the best day of the year, draft
Oh,
day.
okay. Welcome to the best day of the year, draft day, ladies and gentlemen.
You're on the clock.
And the Bandits pick McCaffrey with the first pick of the draft. We would expect nothing less than anybody to pick McCaffrey after the season he's had. That's a really good pick.
Oh my God. That was my pick last year. He won me my fantasy football.
T. Marcus has picked Alvin Kamara, running back for the Saints at number 2. The Seminoles are on the clock right now. Let's see where they go. With Cook, Thomas, Henry, Barkley, Elliott, most of the top 12, all of the top 12 still there. You can go with anything here. But looking at it, when you look at some of these players, they have a high ceiling, and some of these players might not reach that ceiling, as we
Did he
spoke
pick?
about Saquon. He had 40 seconds left to pick.
He's not like me because I'm thirsty. I'm like,
Yeah, no. I am usually too, but we gotta be professional. You gotta be professional. I'd be like, hurry the up, man. Yes, he has 30 seconds. It'd be a shame to auto pick in this particular draft, man, because it's a lot. Like the difference between a 10-man and the 12-man draft is so drastic when it comes to picking people.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, like it's a lot. That make or break your bench too, and that's probably one of the most important parts of your team is your bench when your main players
Who did he
are
pick?
out there most of the time.
New York
Um,
City.
yeah, Saquon Barkley. New York J picked a quarterback in the first round, Patrick Mahomes. Oh my gosh. Okay,
I don't think I've ever seen that before in my life.
I haven't either. So it's my pick. And I am going to go with I'm gonna go with Mr. Thomas at
Oh,
6.
Dre.
I'm gonna go with Mrs. Thomas at 6. Michael Thomas is my pick, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see where Tavia goes. And Tavia has picked Devontae Adams. Not a bad pick. Team Profit picked Derrick Henry for his pick at number 8. Let's see where Team
I'm
Lloyd
really
goes.
interested where Team Lloyd is going with this.
Right. Let's see. Um,
He's gonna make us wait.
yeah, he definitely is gonna make us wait, knowing that we're watching and waiting. But yeah, I love draft leagues. I love these because you never know which way people are gonna go, and some people surprise you, like Patrick Mahomes getting picked in the first round. That is the first time I've seen a quarterback get picked in the first round in all my time doing fantasy. Like, I wonder how long. I wonder how long fantasy's been around. I wonder if anybody ever picked Michael Vick first round. That one would have made sense. So I get it. I get that. Oh, he has 20 seconds left.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're gonna.
They're gonna auto pick him. Yeah. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we do not go back on picks, and we do not pause the draft. So he has 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and is auto picked as Dalvin Cook.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Yes, it is. The Brown order is up with the 10th pick. So, brother man needs to pick it. Hopefully for for the draft, because you know how people don't pick and then they start complaining. Oh, I didn't get my pick. Blah blah blah. Oh, another quarterback picked in the first round with Lamar
Who did he
Jackson.
pick?
Lamar Jackson.
That's a good pick.
Clyde
I was
Edwards is number
first.
12. I mean, number 11 to Team Tulloch. And let's see what Bronx 2920 does. Let's see. Let's see. And he picks Drew Brees with the last pick of the first round. And since this is a snake draft, he will pick first this round. Let us see. Who does he go with? This is the first time I've seen quarterbacks go so early.
I know.
This is very interesting. I'm gonna be ended up with damn Mr. Butt fumble. Watch. Don't fuck around.
Word.
Oh, and Bronx picked running back from Green Bay, Aaron Jones, as his the first pick of the second round. Not a bad first round, a very surprising first round with three quarterbacks going in the first round. And Team Tulloch picks Miles Sanders of the Philadelphia Eagles at running back as his as the second pick of the round. Not a bad pick. Definitely not a bad pick. I'm looking at some players still up here, and I definitely have a chance to get them.
I know. Same here.
Yeah, this is really not as bad yet. But when it get down to the nitty gritty, that's when you're really gonna see. Oh man, but I don't believe Mike Evans. I really don't believe Mike Evans is gonna go too early. D Hop was just picked, number 3. Wonderful pick. That is a great pick. Team Lloyd is on the clock. Uh, but that D Hop pick. Let me see what the Brown order has so far. Let me go back. I'll go back and look at it later. But the Brown order, I believe he's picked a quarterback and a wide receiver, back-to-back rounds. I love it. Team Lloyd is on the clock. This is 40 seconds left.
There's still some good players on the field. So
There is so many good players on the field, and so many people that's probably not going to get looked at in early rounds. And then when we're off air and we're looking to pick up people, oh man, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna look crazy. Oh man. But shout out to everybody watching and watching with us. Um, Again, happy birthday to Janelle. She celebrated her birthday yesterday, and then she actually celebrated it on Sunday. So happy birthday to her.
Team Lloyd got Kenyon Drake. That's a great pickup too.
That's a wonderful pickup.
Wow.
Yes, man.
Who's Team Profit?
My boy Elijah. He and he's picked Chris Goodwin now, which is another good pick. Chris Goodwin will get more run. Ooh, D Watson. Okay, I see you, Queen. But I'm gonna go with the unconventional pick, and I take Travis Kelce.
Fuck.
Travis Kelce is my pick this round. 2 more rounds left before we sign off. So Deshaun Watson was a good pick.
I had to.
Yeah. So far I have and the Brooklyn Killers have selected Tyreek Hill.
Oh man, that's a monster of a pick.
Tyreek Hill did some damage for me last year, and people picked him like he got to me very low last year. Julio Jones was just picked up, the number 9 pick of the second round. Look, Joe Mixon, Cincinnati, picked up by Louisville. Not a bad pick at all. Not a bad pick at all. We're rounding this round off. Russell Wilson, my quarterback from last year,
That was
has
my
just been
quarterback from
picked
last
up.
year too.
Oh, so you understood what I was talking about when he threw that intercepted and fucked everything up.
Yep.
And Mike Evans from the Brooklyn Bandits was picked up. And then George Kittle was picked up first this round. That's a big 1-2 punch
Oh,
with Mike Evans. T. Marcus picked Juju Schuster. Let's see what the Seminoles do. Amari Cooper was just picked up. What a good pick. Josh Jacobs was picked up this round by New York J. Great pick. Great pick. What a great pick. People are surprising us so far.
oh hell yeah.
People are definitely surprising us. Odell Beckham was picked early. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, where do I go now? You know what? I'm going to go with the person that's making the most noise right now, and people aren't really looking at him. So, I will take Nick Chubb. He's going to have a big year this year, for sure. Gronk was picked up early. She was not playing no games. Okay. No games whatsoever. Oh man, this third round is moving. Chris Carson of Seattle was picked up by Team Profit. Wonderful pick. What a great pick. Definitely a great pick. Shout out to those who will be watching this once this goes up on YouTube. This is again our inaugural draft show. We will try to cover some of the fantasy stuff throughout the week, or even if we cover it, we're definitely going to cover it on the show. I'm sure T is going to be talking crazy on the show about you beating somebody, especially if it's on a what we record on Saturday. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So Team Lloyd is on the clock. 40 seconds left, and he picks James Conner of Pittsburgh. That's
That's
not a
a good
bad pick
pick.
either. Le'Veon Bell of the Jets was picked up by the Brown order, but we I know Quintus is a Browns fan, so I mean a Jets fan. Austin Eckler, Team Tulloch, good pick, great pick, great pick. Bronx 2920 is up on the board right now. Let's see what he goes, and he picks David Johnson from Houston, who low key had a pretty good year last year, but not too many people would see that because of how Watson and Hopkins were playing together.
Right.
He has another pick right now. This is the fourth round. This is the last round we are broadcasting. We will post the results later on tonight. If not tonight, then tomorrow. And he's picked Adam Thinland, sorry, of the Minnesota Vikings. Good pick. Team Tulloch picks Zach Ertz. Honestly, I was looking at him next. I'm not gonna lie to you. For Philadelphia. The Brown order is up on the clock. Let's see where he goes. Let's see what he does. Oh man, it's a lot of good stuff up there, but it's getting thin in terms of picking. Oh, let's see.
The Brown Lord is making us wait.
Yeah, I see. You don't know where to go. Cam Newton is a very interesting pick this year for whoever picks him up. I see Jimmy, porn star Jimmy is still sitting on the board. Captain Kirk is on the board still. Philip Rivers is another interesting one. Let's see what he does in Indianapolis, especially after Luck has retired.
I forgot all
Joe
about him.
Joe Burrow
Joe
is
Burrow is another one.
he's expected to have a 232.57 this year. That's some pretty steep numbers, Rook. Mitchell Trubisky is has a low 140.26, but I'm sure he will do a little bit more than that. And Todd Gurley was just picked. Um,
He was number one. He was number one on my queue.
Gurley,
Yeah.
yeah, Gurley was just picked. I was looking at backs, definitely looking at backs. Julian Edelman of New England was picked just now. I was
Yeah,
looking at
Edelman's
him
still gonna
too.
be a problem.
Yes, he will. Cooper Cup of the Raiders was just picked up, and DJ Moore, you just picked him. That's a good pick. Um, ooh, where do I go from here? Do I? You know what? I think he's going to still have another monster season, a pretty decent season. So, welcome to the team, Mr. Andrews. One, two, three. So, we are rounding out the draft. Kyler Murray was just picked by the Seminoles, and the last pick of the fourth round, Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen. So that was the fourth round. I definitely look forward to seeing what else everybody does. I cannot wait to talk cash money shit about all of this. A lot of players are going by, but we are signing off here for the Euro Sports Show and then the inaugural Euro Sports Show fantasy football draft league. Tay,
Yo,
say bye to the people.
bye. I'm sitting here. I'm hawking.
Right, I see.
I'm stressed.
I know. Ladies and gentlemen, for Queen Tay, for behalf of the Euro Sports Show, BK Matt, it's your boy Big Baby signing off.
Peace.
Like and subscribe. Peace.